Hello, listeners. Welcome back to Style Audiocast.
I'm Aditi Mandlik.
And I'm Keith Vas, and we are back with another episode of the Cost of Clothing series, The Cruelty to Our Living Counterparts. We welcome you back to the first ever fashion podcast by ASFDT, ideated, written, and produced solely at Amity University, Mumbai.
Yeah, hi guys. And as you all know by now, that StyleQ is our own initiative, which has branched out to our blogs and like our own quarterly magazine. And now this is to the StyleQ audiocast. So let us quickly brush you up about a few things that happened around the year here at our campus. So we launched Design Hub this year. It is our initiative to give a peer space for budding designers throughout the country. And you can obviously participate in all of its events. And to participate, we obviously give links on our Instagram, so you can go follow us there as well. And we organize 2 competitions under it as of now. So them being Dynamatic and Reshirt. You can take a look at it on our Instagram. We also showcased our design collection by students at Bombay Times Fashion Week, which was a moment of pride for all of us. And apart from which, we have our own school's club. So it's called AMI Twins, which organizes fun events throughout the year. And we had elections for posts at our club recently, for which the results will be declared on our Instagram soon. So we keep updating our Instagram and we are quite active there. So we update every now and then. Go check it out, guys.
So for now, in this podcast, we tried to create a space for budding fashion enthusiasts. And this is where we talk about fashion inside out. Our first episode went live last month. If you are new here, make sure to check that out as well. We will keep a link in the description box below and put a card on top for you guys to click on. We talked about how fashion industry is affecting the waters around the world. You guys will definitely gain something from it.
And in today's episode, we have Purvika Srinivasan with us and Sijo Joseph as our speakers. Hi guys. I hope all you're all doing well.
Hi, I'm well. How are you?
I'm good too. So we are going to be discussing about one of our ancestral sins today, which is animal brutality. So guys, tell me, how did we land up here? Is it our recklessness? Is the reason why we have so many animals become extinct? And like, what's happening in the fashion world? How is animal cruelty related to fashion? And like, we have a lot of questions here today to answer. So let's unfold the mystery together. So guys, how did an inhuman way become a part of daily ritual like this in the fashion world? And when did we like neglect inhuman as a word in total? It's become so meaningless because we didn't seem to stop it at all, right? And we obviously knew that we are causing a lot of harm to water bodies anyway, but like humans don't get satisfied until they destroy their resources from the root. And so we have started to attack on our animals, we've started killing them, and even I read a few articles on it, and like I must say, it's so disappointing to read about all of it. I am so fed up.
I totally agree with you. You know, sadly, animal cruelty has been a part of fashion industry since like forever. And the sad part is that people don't know about it. And you know, some of them who know about it don't know the exact process about it, right? So they don't really care. But I think it's really high time that people start taking these things really seriously.
Yeah, absolutely. It's time we wake up.
Yeah, true. But guys, tell me something. Like, when we talk about animal cruelty in particular, what exactly do we mean? Because many of us might know, but there would be some who might not know. So let's break it down for them.
Yeah, I know. I don't even know where to begin. Where do I begin? Billions of animals are technically slaughtered just to fulfill human needs. Imagine just how selfish we can be. Like millions of animals are killed.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
So do you have an exact figure?
Don't even get me started. Around 100 million animals, like, you know, frogs, mice, rabbits, they're literally killed every year in US laboratories just for cosmetic testings and experimentations, you know.
My mouth is wide open. Like, I couldn't shut my mouth. What are you saying? 100 millions? Like, it's a huge number. You know that, right? And you gotta
I
be
know.
kidding me.
Absolutely not.
No?
And to be honest, do you want to hear more? There is actually more to it.
There's more?
Yeah, even a million sheep die within 30 days of shearing, you know?
Wait.
What?
1 million within 30 days.
Yes. It's no joke, I tell you. And these are just some estimates for fashion and cosmetic industries. Just for fashion and cosmetic industries. Just think what we do to these animals for food consumption.
I can't even imagine. It's like beyond imagination. Isn't it too much? And I think so. I guess it's actually true, right?
What?
That people don't value what they get for free, and they're obviously not paying price for these resources. So I think they automatically get rights to like destroy them to like
But
any extent.
eventually they will, right? Eventually they have to do that.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah,
pay
but-
eventually. I know, but still,
Yeah, but-
now.
By that time, it will be super late. Like, by the time people realize, it will be too late for any recovery. I can already picturize how the earth would look after a couple of decades if this continues going on.
Exactly. I totally agree. It's going to be insane.
I know, and look at the amount of virus outbreaks and like all of that is happening due to us destroying Earth right, left, and center. Can you imagine?
I know.
Yeah, but like
It's crazy.
it is, but like guys, I think we're completely digressing from the point. So let's get back to animal cruelty and fashion. So like tell me why we're exploiting these so many animals, because exactly what are we using it for? Like, aren't those animals like we just require skin, right? So why are like the whole animals required? What's happening? Or are we just taking their lives for no reason?
No. I mean, we actually do use them, right? We use things like leather, wool, and fur in our daily lives, correct?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, so we do use them. And I remember, I think I was around 5 years or something, and fur coat was like, trending at that time. So I actually told my parents that I wanted to buy that fur coat because I was looking so cute in it. But now that I think about it, at what cost? Like at that time, I wasn't aware about obviously animal cruelty, so I couldn't do anything about it. But
Yeah.
seriously, at what cost?
Yeah, I'm sure we all have been there at some point. Like, but now after knowing all these effects that we have caused, like, I think now it's neither funny nor cute.
Yeah. And even leather, you see, it's the most fashionable fabric. I would love to wear leather to a party, but we see it everywhere. That's the point, because most of the people like to wear leather and stuff which are made out of animals. So it's not
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
In fact, a New Year's party is like completely incomplete without a black leather jacket, right? At least in our head
Yeah.
it is, because how do we
True.
look cool without it? How can we?
So true. Even I can think of coats and boots, like whichever winter look I see around Instagram, it's all filled with coats and boots, and I'm sure they're also coming from animal skins too, right?
Absolutely. It is seriously so heartbreaking to know that very, very few people realize that they're wearing animal skin. And some of them who do, they don't know the process behind the whole animal cruelty and how it goes.
Yeah, true. But like, tell me something, Purvika. What's the source of all these animals? I mean, where exactly? Like, there has to be a place or country from which it's coming from, right? So, where
Yeah.
exactly is it coming from?
Correct. You got that right. There obviously is. As I think, as far as I remember, the primary source of production for the industry is mainly coming from two places: India and China. Yeah, that's what I remember.
Oh, wait. So, India is there too. So, India, a country where animals are literally worshipped. Wow, I don't believe this.
I know. Even I don't want to, but truth is bitter.
Yeah.
And you know what? Forget about the sources. As in the countries, the leather can be ripped from the cattle or even unborn calves. That's a common thing nowadays, because people need leather, and it comes from countries like India and China. So obviously, country like India worshipping cows, the cows are literally slaughtered here.
Oh, like
Yeah.
look at the amount of hypocrisy that we are causing. Like
I know, right?
at one side we worship cows, and other side we are actually killing unborn calves. I can't imagine. Could human gets any lower? Like unborn cows and calves, seriously?
And you know what the worst part is? While taking
Hmm.
the animals to factories, they often made to walk for days without rest or food or water. That's the main thing everyone needs. We cannot live without that.
Exactly.
so sad.
That's so humiliating to anyone.
It's
It's an
insane.
absolutely horrifying sight to watch. It's absolutely disgusting, and we cannot even think of it because they are even trashed or injured to keep them walking despite the hydration, and so many of them perish even before reaching the factory. So like that literally tortured. They're like going through hell. That phase they're going through is literal torture.
Oh no. That's so sad. Like even hearing that, even thinking about that, my heart literally aches.
I know, right?
But like the heart obviously aches, but it fills my heart with anger that why was the quick death not enough for them, and why this too, and why are we killing them in the first place? Is there no alternative? Yeah, why are we killing them? Yeah.
I mean, humans don't change whatsoever. They're seriously so stubborn.
Like so
Yeah, they are.
stubborn. We can see that.
And you know, this isn't it. While I was looking into this for the podcast, I found out that once the animals are in the factories, they are kept in narrow enclosures where they may be, castrated without anesthesia. Seriously, like without anesthesia, and they're literally
That's-
degorged and branded.
That's like
so
a jail.
painful. Like yeah, without
Exactly.
anesthesia. That's
know.
crazy.
And they are still alive, hanging upside down and bleeding before the skin is cut off. This
Even
is so insane.
so, like even I heard of this that they're made to bleed till death, and like that is like I don't have any words. I can't even bring myself to speak here. If this is not what inhuman is, I don't know what else is.
Exactly.
I swear. And like, guess we really are at the stage of no way from coming back from hell, right? We're already there. We are in the hell.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you think that it's just animals that are ill-treated? No, that's
Wait.
a lot of things more.
So what else is left? Like anything that's slightly more inhuman than inhuman? Because I think at this point humans are literally down bad.
Yeah, even the workers don't have it all good either. According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention in the US, cancer risks were higher near tanneries due to various chemical being used. Just by the usage of chemicals are causing cancer to people. Just imagine how bad the situation is. The workers there undoubtedly are in contact with these chemicals, and their health could be at risk.
Yeah.
That's literally what's happening right now. Every workers have their own side effects. If they're working for 30 or 40 years, they'll have either asthma or some diseases because of such chemicals are used in factories and in our own very own places.
Yeah, that's such a shame. Like there
I
has
know.
to be some alternative. Like there has to be. Like nature is so magical. Like and I heard about it. The sheeps. Like there are animals like sheep that shed their wool or something, right?
Oh, I wish
Oh,
that was the case. But there isn't anything like that. But
Oh,
Yeah, but like I wish there was something like that, I swear to God. But we should find some alternatives, right? Can't we? Or the only choice we have is to stop wearing it altogether? Because definitely
No.
after listening to all of this, I'm not going to wear any kind of leather. And I'm sure none of us are interested
Yeah.
in wearing leathers and stuff. So I think we should come up with some alternatives. It's high time.
Actually, there are many alternatives. Like, have you seen people wearing artificial wool and fur out there? I mean, I
Yeah.
have seen a few
yeah.
film celebrities and fashion bloggers who actually promote fake or artificial wool. And the best thing is sustainable alternatives defame the need for materials consisting of animal skins and hides. It is it is high time that we preserve our species instead of, using them as fashion pieces.
Absolutely. But like not everyone listens to us. Like people love to exploit at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, even I know someone who wore ostrich feathers on a red carpet. Like literally they are wearing ostrich feather. That's like
Even I remember reading about this, and this is all a part of their industry. Like it is all about profits for the industry. So as long as they are gaining profit, they just don't care about animals.
Wow. So
That's
at
so
one
sad.
place, people actually like celebrities promote these artificial furs and leathers, and then some
Exactly.
celebrities wear ostrich feathers on red carpets.
Exactly.
Like, wow.
Yeah.
Correct. And you know what? These sheets are shared when it's still cold. And as I said, you remember I said in the beginning that around 1 million sheets die from exposure. This is
Yes.
how it
Yes, you
goes.
did. So can we imagine in 21st century this all is happening? Like greed does get the better of
Exactly.
humans.
Don't even get me started. I am so disgusted by humans at this point. And how do they even justify what they do? How?
Well, that is quite a clever question. You know, let's say when you buy a cosmetic product, okay? Do you see the term generally recognized as safe?
Yeah, I have. I'm sure everyone must have at some point, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, what do you think it means?
So I think it means that it has been tested and no side effects have been caused by the product.
Precisely. But who do you think they are tested on? Humans? Factory workers? Who? Who is it?
I guess humans.
I think so too.
Absolutely not. No. They are actually tested on animals.
What?
What?
Exactly. Animals are still used to, assess the safety of cosmetics and personal care products. For example, our lipstick, mascara, shampoo, pollen, all of this. And do you remember the estimate I gave you in the beginning? Around 100 million animals like frogs, mice, rabbits, all of them.
Yeah.
They're being used for this.
I can connect the dots here. So this is where they're used on testing.
Exactly.
Like it is literally so heartbreaking to even talk about it. I mean, to think of a world where we kill billions of animals for just the comfort of human beings, it's such an evil thing to do.
Yeah, actually.
Exactly. And all this is literally just in the name of fashion, like just to look pretty. Imagine.
Yeah, actually. Like this cannot be it. Like there has to be something, like at least something good. I mean, personally, I'm done enduring all this curse, and I'm sure that not all are lost cause at this point. For the likes of like stupid comfort, there has to be a change.
I agree. I definitely agree to that. We all should try to shift how we perceive fashion, because wearing fur or leather provides no additional benefits. I don't think it provides any benefits compared to fur leather, which is more almost indistinguishable from real leather today. So it's more sustainable, more cheap, and I think it's more good for the environment.
Yeah, so all this time, like literally all this time, there was an alternative, and we still decided to go for this cruelty. We should really switch as soon as possible.
True.
We totally should. In fact, we totally should. If every person remembers to choose alternatives, we should stop this cruelty by, choosing other fabrics instead of leather, wool, or fur. It's like people have to decide it. People have to change and think in a way for a sustainable future.
Yeah, we could actually make a good change. So we can cause a good change. But like, even we can stop buying cosmetics which have been tested on like animals, right? So this way we are at least doing our own part.
Yeah.
Correct.
Honestly, we wanted to make you guys aware about what cost we could actually be paying. There is no surprise. Nature will sooner or later take its revenge. But better late than never. Right?
Well, correct. We can't change our past, but we sure can change our future together, right?
Yeah.
Yes, actually.
Yeah, I believe that too. Definitely. We can keep the discussion for some other day, right?
Yeah, even I was about to say that. So, but for now, let's end this episode of our cost of clothing series here. The series is not over yet. We would be back with the reality of forced trafficked labor in the next episode.
Yeah, and for now, I'm sure all of us have solutions, but we want to leave you with a food for thought. And though there are alternatives like, even apart from artificial leather, like biocouture and stuff like that, we just need an eye, and we want you to sit with it, ponder upon it, and you can give your views in the comment section below, and let's hit up a discussion. And coming to the end of it, we would really like to thank our speakers for the podcast, Purvika and Shijo, again. Thank you so much, guys. It was lovely having you here and talking about.
Thank you so much. We really enjoyed the session. Thank you.
I hope we could create some awareness. And we would also like to thank Anushka, Kinjal, and Dikansha for the article. I would urge you to go check it out on our blog. It will be available on our Instagram as well as in the description box below. And we thank Vedant Marsikar and Jagriti Singh for animations and visual effects. And at the end, I would like to thank Ishan for creating this beautiful illustrations.
Yeah, and also not to forget, thanks to my co-host Aditi Manlik and Nitya Krishnan for the script. And Instagram IDs for all the people mentioned will be given down in the description box. So do not forget to check out the first episode, and we'll be back in the next one.
Bye guys, until next time.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Meet you super soon.
Bye bye.